Patrick Isaacson, Conservation Supervisor with the North Dakota Game and Fish Department. We're just coming into the start of the year when babies are going to hit the ground. We're going to see pheasant chicks and pronghorns and all things that are seasonally hitting the ground, but we got a pretty good stretch of a couple months of baby animals being on the landscape. It's a great time of year to see wildlife. Everything's out moving around. The best thing that we can do if you come across a nest or wildlife is to just leave it where it is. We're coming into the season where baby birds are going to start hitting the ground. Those that you'd find in town like robins and sparrows are going to be pretty evident out there. And then on the landscape it's time for white-tailed deer and pronghorn and other baby foxes, those kinds of things to start popping up all over the place. If you come in contact with wildlife and you have one of your kids bring it home, best thing you can do is put it back where it came from, try to find it some cover and put it out of view. One of the things we remind people is it's illegal to have wildlife in your possession. After fawns hit the ground, there's often times that mom will go out to feed and she'll hide a baby in the tall grass or in cover. And that's when people come in contact with them and think that they've been abandoned, where in reality mom is just out and about doing her thing and she's going to come back. So we just ask people to leave critters when they find them. There's a myth that if you pick up a baby animal, then mother will abandon it, kind of thing, and that's not true. It does cause stress to the critter, and it's just best to leave them where they are. But if you do touch them, you can put them back, and mom's not going to abandon them. When those babies hit the ground, the mothers can be real protective. You know, you might get chased by a goose if you're too close to her goslings, or even in some instances with deer and especially moose, if you get close, it could be a dangerous situation. We have more and more urban wildlife, and there's more and more instances where people are coming in contact with wildlife, and especially this time of year, baby wildlife. And it's not an instance where you need to call the Game and Fish Department to report it. This is a time of year where animals like foxes and coyotes, who are normally pretty secretive, their pups like to be around the den and they're very visible. We get lots of pictures throughout the year of fox pups. You can observe them, enjoy the opportunity to see this kind of wildlife, but it's best to keep your distance. There's a host of diseases that wildlife carry that could affect humans, so I mean, your best bet is always to just try to stay away from them and don't come in contact with them, and it shouldn't be an issue. One of the things that we try to tell people, and one of the things that can happen, is if you are too close to wildlife or do pick up baby animals, you're causing stress to that critter. And that reduces its chance to survive. You know, you're putting stress on mom and putting stress on the baby, and it's just not in their best interest. In the instance of baby turtles, you know, the female will come and nest quite a ways away from the water, and it might be in your garden. You know, they find areas that are disturbed ground and lay their eggs. And when they hatch, it seems like they're a long ways away from the water, but they know how to get there. It's best to let them get there on their own.